Hello. My name is Rolanda Watson, and I assist those that are in the tax industry to build their business with software, education, and coaching support. So today I want to talk to you about the forms that we need to make sure that we get signed from our clients. And I understand in the tax industry, we have so many things to make sure that we take an account for. We want to make sure we get them all the right deductions that they should get. We want to make sure that we get them all the credits that are legally there for the clients. But we have to protect ourselves. And in protecting ourselves, it's making sure that we get the correct documents signed. That protects the tax professional, us, and it also protects the client. So let's go over a list of documents that we want to make sure that we always have signed from our clients. An updated organizer or intake form. The reason why I say this is you may have a client that's been with you for years, and they may have forgotten that maybe an address has changed. Maybe a dependent is no longer on their records. So you want to make sure that every year you're having your clients to update their organizer or their intake form. I know it may seem tedious even to the client, but it's very important that we have solid, accurate records on an annual basis so that we can be able to say that we understand what was going on with that client from year to year. If a dependent is going to college now, or if a dependent has graduated from college and they're no longer on the forms, we want to be able to document that. Maybe one of the parents has passed and typically the taxpayer was carrying both of the parents on the return. Well, we want to be able to ask those questions and document that. The best way to do that is to have the client consistently fill out or update an organizer or intake form, whatever you may call it. The next form that I want to encourage you that we must make sure that we're including in our package of signed documents or our disclosure of use and consent to disclose. Typically, we call that the 7216 or the 6713. We want to make sure that we have that form documented. We have that form signed. Those forms state that you are protecting the client's individual identity. You're not sharing their information with anyone. You're not using their information for marketing purposes. And even if you are doing something else in your office, you may do insurance, you may be a realtor as well. You're not using that client's information without their consent. Due diligence forms, your 8867 and additional notes. You want to make sure that you take this form and you're using it when you are looking into their dependent status to see if they qualify for head of household, to see if they qualify for the college credits. You want to make sure that you get this document signed. It simply says that the client confirmed that this is true about their tax return. So if the Internal Revenue ever asks you anything about the tax return, you can say that I received this information from the client and here's the signed forms confirming that. You want to get the consent to e-file, which is typically our 8879. You want to make sure that you have that consent to e-file for the client. This says that I had the client's information to file this return, and it confirms that everything that the client is saying is correct, or everything that you stated on the client's behalf is correct. We have additional notes and forms that you want to make sure you look into. One of them is your engagement letter. The engagement letter is a document that says that the client understands the scope of services that are being prepared for this particular moment, for this particular tax return. You may have different engagement letters. Your scope of services for your client may be compiling the tax return. It may be doing a tax plan. It may be advisory services. It may be bookkeeping. It may be representation. But you want to make sure that you have an engagement letter that says, this is what I'm doing. This is the length of time I'll be doing it. Here are the boundaries that we're setting for our agreement. These forms are very important that you get from your client. It establishes the scope of the relationship. It protects you as a tax professional while protecting the tax client. And it lets the IRS know that you've done your due diligence to make sure that this tax return is as accurate as possible. My name, again, is Rolanda Watson, and I help those that are tax professionals to scale their business by making sure that you understand what the IRS requests, making sure that you understand the tax law, and providing the coaching support that you need to excel in this business. I understand that you can do this by yourself, but you can go further when you have a partner. If you're looking for a partner to help you in this industry to grow your business, consider checking in with me. We can talk and see if we're a good fit together. Either way, I wish you best success in your business. Bye-bye for now.